Hey everybody, I'm live. It's John Hope Bryant. This is a pop call. It's Tuesday night. Don't tell me God is not good. Now this is not a partisan comment. I've served Republican presidents. I've served Democratic presidents. I've loved people of all races and places. And at the moment, I'm loving the people of Alabama. People who showed the world that they got sense. They got dignity. They got pride. And that women rule, that common sense prevails. I'm proud to say they conquered tonight, so I'm going to give Alabama's credit. They pulled it off tonight, and this is not partisan. This is about not letting crazy people in office. I mean, this guy, arguably, some would say a pedophile, maybe, but nuts and racially insensitive, calling my Jewish brothers and sisters a Jew. Oh, we employ it. I mean, come on. We're better than this, folks. And I call my friends in Alabama tonight. They're like, John, have hope. Have hope. All right? Have hope. It can happen. So it's rising above the rhetorics, trying to bring us all together. And the quote that I love is not about, by the way, tonight's not about the election. It's about 2,000 meetings a year and what they get you. But I can't not pay respect to the people of Alabama, the good people of Alabama, and all those who helped to bring attention to the good folks of Alabama. I see you all signing in. Hello, hello, hello. John Hope Bryant over here. I see Mark and all you guys signing in. Okay, here's a great quote. I put it on my Twitter feed. This guy, David Dennis Jr., said, "Black people are just out here trying to survive, and by accident are saving the entire country in the meantime. We multitask, family." Give that man some love. That's David Dennis Jr. It's a tweet. It's a tweet on my Twitter page, John Hope Bryant. Black people just out here. I retweeted it. Just out here trying to survive, and by accident are saving the entire country. We multitask. So they came out. We showed up and showed off. We voted, and that's the way democracy works. No need to get angry, no need to upset, no need to scream, no need to holler, just need to vote. See, the system does work. If you just come out and vote, the system does work. You see right now democracy at work. People say, oh, I don't like democracy and I don't like capitalism. Well, democracy and capitalism are horrible systems except for every other system, okay? So they work pretty well, and when they don't work pretty well, we make them work. Mark says he loves me. I love you back, Mark. So let me get to the task of the night. It's late. Everybody's up checking out the elections, but I know you want to go to bed. I got to be on a plane at 7:30 tomorrow morning going to Washington, D.C. Chris says I'm his hero. Well, thank you, Chris. Chris Stanford, hero. You're my hero back. And all the heroes and sheroes out there who are making our lives and our loves and our world a better place. Thank you. I want to give a shout out to one of my sheroes, the CEO of Kuponya. Kuponya. This is her website. Check her out now. Hey Jayel, that's her. Jayel Priestley. That's her website. It's Kuponya. Kuponya, and I wear her bracelets. And she's an Operation Hope success story from Hope Business in a Box Academies. And while everybody's out here trying to make them millions and get paid with Bitcoin, whatever, and thinking this is their gold mine and mortgaging in their house to go get them some Bitcoin and selling their car and getting a title loan on their car, trying to get them some Bitcoin. I told you, don't take your lunch money and go do that. If you got some extra money and you want to go roll the dice on Bitcoin, cool. It's like gambling. Anything that's got 1,000 to 2,000 to a 5,000% run up in return, all I know is the universe, the world is round. Whatever goes up will come down. You go far enough to the North Pole, you're going to end up south. I don't know. That's not even investment. That's just gambling. So if you want to take a gamble, it may pay off. You may make millions. By the way, you got to pay cash to get into Bitcoin, and you got to convert that Bitcoin back into cash to get out. The market's crashed 4 times since 2009, and when it crashed, it crashed 80% of its value. So just go in with your eyes open. If you're going to do this, go in with your eyes open. Don't go lose your money because you got it at the wrong time, cashing somebody else out who's already made their money, and then you get upset with the marketplace or with Wall Street or with investors or with me or with the government. Hey, y'all should have saved me. Don't get upset because you got, took by Wall Street predators or subprime mortgage loans or whatever shyster comes along. I'm not saying Bitcoin's a shysters, by the way, don't jump on me. I'm saying Bitcoin is actually legitimate, it appears, completely legitimate. I just don't trust something that has 1,000, 2,000% return. You know what I trust? I trust Kuponya. I trust Jayel, who is 16 years old. Love you back, Jayel. She's 16 years old. This is your Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. This is your bit of coin. This is your investment. Take your money and invest it in a 16-year-old like this young lady who is making money, building a business with her family, has this beautiful website for her business. She's one of our Hope Business in a Box award recipients, and she's building these beautiful products, which I wear. I'm not stupid, I'm too dumb to wear one actually this moment, but I have both of those. And she is one of our success stories. We'll have her featured at our Hope Hope Global Forum's annual meeting in March of 2018. And tonight we gave her her biggest order ever. Can't tell you the amount, but we decided to go to one, thanks to Sharmila Freeman of my Operation Hope team, who, what's the address for her website? Somebody said it is Kuponya, K-U-P-O-N-Y-A. Well, just type in Kuponya, K-U-P-O-N-Y-A. First thing that comes up. She's her first search engine search. She's 16. When you pull it up, it's the first thing that comes up. She's got a Facebook store. She's got a website-based store, SquareUp.com store. So you can go to either one of those places. Go to Facebook or go to just type in Kuponya, and it comes up with her website tied to SquareUp. And her products are very reasonably priced. Anyway, there's some more of her products. We just gave her biggest order ever tonight because we had to buy some Christmas presents for Operation Hope board members, Operation Hope staff, Operation Hope stakeholders. And we said, what better gift than to give the gift of one of our Operation Hope young entrepreneurial success stories. So if you want to make some money, the best investment you have is right there in your house. Invest in your brain. Invest in your own hustle. Invest in your children. Invest in your community. You don't need to go out and buy some Bitcoin that you have no control over, that may or may not, it'll boom or it'll bust. But you can, and that's right, invest in Bitcoin at your own peril. Who just said that? Jusias just said that. But here's a coin that will never go out of fashion. This is a gold coin. Her name is Jayel, and you have one of them in your home. Her dad works with her on this business, and he does, I think, the creative part of it as far as the writing and stuff. She designs every piece of jewelry. So we called her with this order tonight, and she said, hey, Mary from Alaska. So we said, can you fulfill this order? It's like, 150 plus pieces. And she said, if I have to stay up all night, I'm going to, and all weekend, I'll fulfill the order. She's got to get it done by next week. She didn't complain. She didn't give excuses. She didn't say she was going to be tired after school. We said, how many orders can you do? She says, I have 35 pieces on hand now. I got a show this weekend. I mean, she's going to be sold out. Now, most people, well, I'm sold out. I'm sorry. That's all I can do. I'm done for Christmas. Well, Jayel, what do you think? We have this order we'd like to give you. How many can you make? I stay up and make as many as I need to every day. After I finish my homework, after I finish with school, after I finish with my chores at home, after I talk to my parents, make sure I'm doing what they want me to do. And then we said, well, we have this big order for you. Can you do it? Not a hesitation. She said, if I have to stay up all weekend to get this done, it'll be done, and it'll be delivered with a nice handwritten note to go to every one of your donors. Go give this young lady some business. Invest in your own community. She's 16 years old. Did you hear me? Don't complain. She's 16 years old. Her products are very affordable. They're great Christmas gifts. I wear them every day. I've never had a problem with any of her products. It's another photo of some of her products, if you can see the angle. And she's all about conquering, right? No complaining, no whining, no I can't do. In fact, the words can't do possible were not even in her dictionary. So versus going and mortgaging your house and trying to get on some get-rich-quick scheme, which may or may not work for you, which you do not control, because Bitcoin does not have an address. There's no physical address. You cannot find it anywhere. You have a complaint, you can't go get your money back. But if you go buy some real estate in your neighborhood, you can control that. You go start a business in your den or in your basement, you can control that. You invest in your child, and you have assuming you can find your child, you can control that. You can get your hands around that investment, quite literally, your hands around that investment. But if you invest in your mind, it's like a rubber band that is expanded, is never returns to the original size. It's like a horse that gets out of the barn, never wants to get back in. Expand your mind. That's what the book, the MEMO, is about. I got to go get a copy of this book. Where is it? Why don't I have a copy of the book in front of me? Hold on a minute. Stand by. This book here, that's my office back there, my home office. This book here is now a bestseller. And this is where the software I think you need to be putting in your mind, your brain, the Christmas gifts for your friends, your family members. If you don't like this book, send it back to me, and I'll send you your money back, plus tax. And I'll donate the book to a local nonprofit organization or to an individual. This is my message to you. Get the memo for your life, and stop relying on somebody else, some get-rich-quick scheme, or somebody else's opinion of what you should do or how you should be successful. Take your own life back today. So what does 2,000 hours, the topic of this video, have to do with this topic? So somebody asked my assistant, Sharmila, how many meetings does, not 2,000 hours, meetings, how many meetings does John do a year? I didn't know. She said evidently he does about 2,000 meetings a year or more. And I almost fell out. I said, how is that possible? And mathematically it is possible with 300 work days a year or whatever it is. 200 and some odd work days a year. I work weekends too. But if I did X meetings a day, which I often do, I start in the morning and I go into the evening, it's very easy to have 2,000 plus meetings. This has been my hustle. When I did not have compounded interest money, I had to compensate that with compounded hustle because I was going to conquer. By the way, this is a young entrepreneur, two young entrepreneurs out of Miami. Two young men from Miami, Latin American brothers, I believe, one of them maybe European, who created this business called Entrepreneur, spelled uniquely. And I buy all their t-shirts, and I'm giving them some love now. Conquer, right? And that's what Jayel's doing, is conquer. That's what I want you to do, is to conquer. And that's what when I lay down 2,000 meetings a year, I am laying down a marker saying over it, around it, through it, I'm going to get to it, that nobody's going to keep me from doing it but me. You know that no one can love you more perfectly, and no one can hurt you more perfectly than you can. Somebody asked me one day, why should I try God? I said, because God cannot possibly mismanage and screw up your life worse than you can. Boom. Festus, how you doing? Festus Amoye. So we have got to realize that if we don't have inner capital, that all the money in the world will not save you. And with inner capital, you'll never be poor. Did you get that? Without inner capital, all the money in the world cannot and will not save you. But with inner capital, you might be broke, but you will never be poor. Joyce says that's right. There's a difference between being broke and being poor. Being broke is economic, but being poor is a disabling frame of mind, a depressed condition of your spirit, and you must vow never, ever, ever to be poor again. Can you say to yourself, as you go into the end of this 1 year and the beginning of a new one, that you'll never be poor? Can you say at the end of this year that you're going to reclaim your life? Can you say you may step over mess, but you're going to never step in it? Can you say that you're going to redefine success as going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm? Can you say that you're going to take no for vitamins? Can you say that over and around and through it, you're going to get to it, you're going to be in the conquering business, and you're going to literally outrun and wear down your adversary because the devil is a liar and failure is a punk and fear is a lazy bastard. So what are you going to do to reclaim your life? So we have a connection issue because I start talking about the devil and the connection goes bad. The devil's a liar and fear is a punk, a lazy punk. So if you have hustle on top of hustle and you're in the conquering business and you're willing to do 2,000 meetings a year, there's nothing you can't do. Go get the book, the Outliers, the book by Malcolm Gladwell that proved that if you just work, if you did 10,000 hours, that's a part-time job, 20 hours a week for, I believe it's 10 years, you'll be basically an NBA star in your chosen field. You'll be an expert, top tier in the world, and whatever it is you decide to do, no one literally will be able to stop you. So if you dedicate your life to a part-time job, that is about your uplift, about your becoming a real estate expert, becoming an engineer. Like by the way, you want your kids to never go broke? You want to be like Jayel and never go broke? Make them an engineer. Get them in engineering. You'll have a six-figure job for the rest of your life. So to be in the conquering business, decide that you're going to have a part-time job called your uplift. Make your 9 to 5 financial 5 to 9. And get in the conquering business. I don't care what you build. I want you to build something. I'm both a builder and a disruptor. I'm a positive disruptor and I'm a builder. And I build companies and things, and I build them from the ground up. And now I'm trying to build you. Build Operation Hope. You see back there on the wall, the door. It goes get you an account, get you an appointment with Operation Hope. All the services are free. And I built Brian Group Ventures. Patrice said that she has a question for me, but I can't see the whole question. She said, I got $5,000. I think she's going to say, what should I do with that? I don't give investment advice, Patrice, but I can tell you that for $5,000 in many communities, believe it or not, you can buy a home and then get with your girlfriends or somebody you trust, get your earned income tax credit refund, which is good for $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000. Go buy that home, rehab it, and rent it. They are not growing any more land. I would really suggest go find the crappiest property in the nicest block in your city. Buy it, rehab it, and rent it. Do that 3 times, and that's your hedge fund against poverty. You can also do fractional stock investment for $5,000 and get into the stock market. But buy something that has an asset base underneath it. Bitcoin, with all due respect, does not have a clear asset base underneath it, and it's speculation. If you want to do it, understand it's pure speculation. I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm telling you that it's speculation. You can't control it. So this is really about just a simple message about getting you hyped up and jazzed up about taking your life back. You can buy a home. Patrice says you can buy a home in Detroit for $1,000. That's right. She lives in Detroit. My man Mayor Dugan there. You can buy a home for $1,000 in Detroit. And they'll give you a park next to the home. It's a little piece of sidewalk to give you every time you buy a piece of property. A side park they call it. You can buy a home here in Atlanta. You can buy a home in Alabama. What's going on now? You got a new senator in Alabama. It's safe to go buy a home. You buy a home in Alabama. You can buy a home in many places in the South and rent it to somebody and give them a dignified place to live. And you do that 3 times. You got income for the rest of your life and an asset base that you can leverage, and you pass down wealth from generation to generation, because the average wealth of a white family is $120,000 plus. Average wealth for a Latino family is about $13,000 last time I checked. Average net worth for a black family, middle class, I believe is about $7,000. This is the same income level. It's about the mentality of investing. We want to get rich quick. We want it to come fast. We want to be a rock star, a rap star. We want something. We've been struggling for so long. We want it quick, and nothing good comes easy. Only in the dictionary does the word success come before the word work, because it's alphabetical. You've got to hustle. There's nothing that separates hustle. That's why this video is called 2,000 hours. I put in, so says my office, 2,000 meetings a year. Running around this country, running around this world. I'll be going to D.C. tomorrow. I got 10 meetings on my schedule tomorrow before I speak tomorrow night, because nothing replaces the power of hustle. If you don't have compounded interest, you have to have compounded hustle, and you'll literally outrun that punk called failure. The Bible suggests, this is Proverbs, be hot or be cold, but if you're lukewarm, I'll spat you out. That's the Bible. That's Proverbs. Translation, even God is not like mediocrity. Well, I'm going to repeat. Actually, I sort of gave you 2 different parts of the Bible. I love both equally. I'm going to give you one separately. Be hot or be cold. If you lukewarm, I'll spat you out. Translation, even God is not like mediocrity. Now let me give you Proverbs. Proverbs says to be poor is not to not have anything. To be poor is not to not do anything. And lazy hands make a man poor. Boom. So if you want to help your kid this Christmas, don't go get them a toy they'll crash, screw up, trash, and 30 days later won't look at it again. Michael says, roll tide. Yes, we did. Go buy them 1 share of stock. There are companies that will sell you 1 share of stock, frame it, and send it to your child. They'll put it in their wall, and that becomes a marker for their success. And you can buy shares in Starbucks or Disney or whatever company you love, and your child becomes a shareholder in that company and can vote at their shareholder meeting, because when you own 1 share of a company, you're a shareholder. You have the rights and privileges of somebody who owns 30% of that company or more. This is the magic of free enterprise and capitalism when you got the memo and you understand it. All right, Before you kick me out, I'm out of here. My mother always said, Juanita Smith, you never want to be the old guy in the club. Hey, Greg Tyson of Charlotte, North Carolina. You never want to be the old guy in the club. So before you kick me out, I'm going to leave. Support Jayel. Support Operation Hope. Go get you an appointment at a Hope Inside location. Buy the memo for yourself or for a loved one this Christmas. Stockpile. That's Joyce. That's right. Joyce Baxter. We do stockpile here at Operation Hope, which is fractional share investment. In fact, an account, $5 for free. Your first $5 in stock investments are free on my partner Stockpile. So you can go to operationhope.org, get information on that. It's free. I'm going to do a video just on that. I'll do it this week. Buy this book. Give it to someone. Once you've already read the book, leave a review online at Amazon or Barnes & Noble or Apple or wherever you bought the book. It comes in digital. Hey, Zena Knox. It comes in digital version, audio version, comes in print version. I read it on the audio version, and there's something else that comes in. I just can't think about it at the moment. So I need to be asleep because I'd be up in the morning and going to Washington, D.C. All right. Democracy at Work. Alabama, thanks for showing up and showing out. And I'm going to see if I can repeat. So the guy quote, I'm going to leave with this guy quote. He said, black folks just barely hanging on, just out here trying to survive. Who knew we were going to get up today and save the republic? And he was talking about black folks coming out and voting in Alabama. It wasn't just black people. It was decent white people, decent black people, decent Latinos, Asians, and they all came out. Decent folks came out and voted for decency. Decency. Not a party, not a political party, not partisanship, but just basic decency. All right, got to open one in Portland, Cheryl Penny says. All right, I got you, Cheryl Penny. What are we going to do? Conquer. What are we going to do? Conquer. What are we going to do? Conquer! And we're going to support Jayel Priester and her website, which I gave you a few moments ago, a 16-year-old success story from Hope Business in the Box, who will be doing all of our Christmas presents for all of our distinguished leaders. So Quincy Jones will get one, Ambassador Angel Young will get one, all these CEO of SunTrust Banks, all these billionaires will get her gift. Billionaires and millionaires and CEOs of major companies are going to get a gift from one of our success stories because a dream can be made real when you commit to conquer. All right, give me some love here. Give me some love before I sign off. Let me know that you enjoyed this tonight, will you? Let me know whether I wasted your time. Come on. Give me some thumbs up, something. Or tell me to go away, something. Oh, okay. Yeah, Juanita, I'm going to do a video on stockpile. I'll do it this week. Hey, Jeremiah. Hey, Gwen. Okay, all right. We're getting some love. George, I don't want any money. I don't need your money. I just need that. I just need you to show me some love. Sheila, just show me you're engaged. Jayel, love you so much. So proud of you. We'll have you on stage in March 2018 at our annual meeting for the Hope Global Forum here in Atlanta, Georgia. All right, you guys, go change the world. Make sure you conquer. Don't let anybody tell you what you cannot do. Take the words can't and impossible out of your dictionary. I'm out.